Yo,
Oh,
what up?
shit.
Fellas.
What up, you old head?
What's going on?
Yo, what up? What
What
up?
up,
What
Good.
up?
Debo?
Chilling,
T, what up? What's good?
chilling, man.
Hey, got my nigga Debo on the live, on
Yeah,
the party. What up, son?
yeah. What's going on with y'all?
Hey,
I like,
Chilling,
shit,
I like,
chilling.
man.
yeah, I like y'all show. I like it.
Thank you.
Appreciate it,
Thank you,
man.
bro.
Keep it up. That's what's up.
Hey, yo,
Definitely.
hold on. Hey, yo, Demo, hold 1 second, bro. I
Yo,
know Mel gonna talk about the gray hat and shit.
yo,
Hold on, the gray.
yo.
Tell, bro, we from Brooklyn, bro. We don't mix match sports teams. We don't do Mets hats
Easy.
with Knicks jerseys. Tell them
No,
we don't do that.
we don't do that.
We don't do that. I get the gray bottom black nasty, but bro, we don't do all sports
It's
teams.
Nick and Nick, Nets and Nets,
We don't do that,
Yankees and
bro.
Yankees, Mets and Mets, but you don't mix.
I told bro he went to
Bro,
Jersey and he got the
Demo.
Jersey
He has on a
swag.
black nasty.
It's okay. It's
He has on
okay.
a black nasty. That's it. What we talking about?
It's
He has on
okay.
a black Demo. Let him know he has on a black nasty.
It was
Like,
never,
he has on a black nasty.
bro.
Discussion is over.
I'm 42
Discussion is
years
over.
old, man. I don't give a fuck about that no more.
Nah, no, it
I
matters.
don't care
You,
about that.
listen, that Yankee fitted, you do this. It's frisbee. It's frisbee. Frisbee.
That is
It's
not
supposed to be,
comparable to the
it's supposed to be
Mets
gray
and
under there.
Knicks.
It's supposed to be gray under there.
You
Gray,
talk about some
green,
gray.
red, something.
That was back in
Not black.
1985. We thought about that. I don't care about that shit no more. But no, let's get back in it. Shout out to my
Yeah.
nigga Demo. You know what it is? Demo. I saw Demo sound like, yo, we gotta get Demo on. You know what I'm saying? We just randomly get people up on there. Look what I got with me, Demo. Look at AJ.
Yo, I was just telling Phil.
Yo,
He got AJ
Phil,
over
what
there.
up?
Phil over there? Yo, Phil, what up,
Yo,
son?
Phil, what up?
Yo,
What up, Phil?
what up, y'all?
Man, y'all
Chilling?
niggas jump on. Jump on. We talking sports, nigga. Jump on. You watching the game?
Yeah,
Oh, you the Cavs and Pacers?
Cleveland
That's the Cavs and Pacers, right?
Cleveland done.
Yeah, Cleveland done.
Yeah, they get.
Yeah.
Oh no, Cleveland winning right now though.
They're about 5. It was up by like 15 before.
Damn, that
Yeah,
quick.
They was up
you,
40.
just like that.
Damn.
Indiana not playing with them.
Yeah, they are.
But yo, let's get back into yo, Demo, to catch up. We was talking about Jason Tatum and his Achilles injury.
Listen.
You know, I was reading something like that generally the time it takes for them to heal. So
He's
for
not
an
playing
athlete,
next season either.
nah, he's done.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah, it's done. He's done.
It's
So,
over.
like you were saying, Mel, you probably ain't gonna get a Jason Tatum until 2027. That's nasty.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for Tatum. I like him as a player, but last year my Knicks had a lot of injuries
Yeah.
that come with basketball. We
Yeah.
lost Mitchell Robinson.
Fact.
We lost Bogdanovich. We lost Randall. We lost Brunson. We lost OG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks that it happened at the time it happened, but that's
Yeah.
basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now they out of here for real.
Yeah. Not.
Yeah, we
Damn,
can't
D,
play
that's harsh.
with them. We can't play with them, man.
Out of here.
And we got to end that in 5.
Out of here. They going home. They gonna be home. So they just gotta go out and drive like 20 minutes away. But they done.
Yeah.
Come back to the garden. It's over. It's over.
But
It-
they were, I think it was like 8-2 without Tatum this year. So they was a pretty good team without Tatum
Yeah, that's regular season.
this year.
That's regular season.
Yeah, that is regular season. But you know, I don't believe the Knicks. I don't believe the Knicks until they actually win. They got to close out the series for me to believe the Knicks.
You heard the clue word? Close. We got the best close in the game. We do.
Yeah. And yo, you know what's crazy? I got to give it up to Brunson, man, because I was getting on bro about it. I was like, yo, I don't believe Brunson. Remember we talked about it, bro? I was like,
yeah.
man, this
Now
year I'm a believer. Yeah,
Brunson is the
Brunson.
best. Brunson is the best guard in the league.
See, that's a stretch. That's a stretch.
yo,
The best
yo,
guard in the
bro,
league?
don't say
guard-
John Moran is better than Brunson.
What guard is
Yeah,
better
what
than
you
this
gonna
year?
say that?
This
Wait.
year, what guard
I
was
wouldn't even
better
say
than
that.
this year?
Who's the MVP of the league this year?
No, I said what guard was better than him this year?
Who's the MVP of the league this year?
SGA?
Trey.
That's it. That's the best guard. That's SGA.
That's the best
Now we're talking
Nah.
point guards or two guards, or you
but
talking guards in
Shea
general.
is like a two guard. Shea's not really a guard.
But he said he's a guard. He's a two guard.
Well,
So
You mean point guard?
yeah, you got to be
what-
specific.
in this
You say
weak league, in this weak league, he's a point guard. Yeah, I forgot.
so.
Right.
So let's say so you saying the best point guard, right?
Best point guard.
Okay.
He was the best point guard in the league this year.
Best point guard.
Point guard.
So Shea's a two guard. Well, he plays point guard though. But yeah. I mean, I can't think of nobody like off top that I could say is better than Brunson.
But don't worry, we're gonna. Well, Shea still gotta beat Jokic. If they lose to Denver, all that shit he did was nothing.
That's facts.
Yeah.
That's facts.
Yeah.
That's
If
definitely
they
fact.
lose to Denver, he did all for nothing.
Yeah.
that's definitely facts. I mean, I'm telling you, AJ, who was a better point guard than Brunson this year? Like, if you got to think, then that means there's nobody, right? Because you supposed to automatically, like I said, SGA.
Kyrie,
But
he was balling before he got hurt. Kyrie was definitely hooping before he got hurt.
He's in.
Yeah, but Kyrie wasn't better than Brunson this year.
in terms of this year, and being that he won closer, the best closer, plus player.
Look at Brunson's stats. Son.
Yeah, I would give it to him this year. Point guard, I would probably give it to Brunson. Yeah, I give.
I'm not hating on Brunson. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm not hating on Brunson. I'm not hating on Brunson. But Kyrie was definitely holding it down before he got hurt. That's all I'm saying. We just forgot because Kyrie got hurt in February. He was keeping Dallas afloat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when they traded Thing and then AD got injured.
Yeah.
Luka point
You
guard?
know?
Nah, Luka not a point guard. No,
He plays point guard.
I mean,
They had Kyrie.
he's a small
In this-
forward. Oh.
No, hold on. In this weak league, Luka's a point guard.
Yeah, they had.
In his weekly, yeah. I like how you put that. Yeah,
This
definitely.
weak ass league. He's
Now-
a point guard.
AJ brought up something that wasn't on the topic, but AJ brought it up. Where does KD go next year? What team suits Kevin Durant?
Nobody's gonna want him.
You don't think nobody gonna want him?
Phoenix want too much for him. Why would you go get an old KD when you spend all that on Giannis?
And Giannis is what, like 28, right?
Yeah, he's still-
Giannis
I
younger
think
than him.
30. Like
Giannis
30,
younger than him
29,
with no
30.
injuries. Remember, KD got a torn Achilles.
Yeah.
But it really didn't affect his game though, because the way Kevin Durant
He's
plays.
still KD.
Right, but what I'm saying is he already got one burnt tire.
29, 28.
30.
And
Yeah.
burn out again.
What you said,
Giannis-
D?
And
Giannis is more hungry. Giannis want to win again.
yeah.
I mean, but if you
would you cut your team for an aging KD or a young Giannis?
I'm picking.
Agent KD,
I'm picking Giannis.
Ah, man.
I'm,
You gotta roll with Giannis because at this point, Giannis is better than KD.
He is better than KD.
KD is good, but he's not taking no team to the chip no more.
Not like Giannis could.
that's tough for me because
KD's never really been a leader too, though.
I mean we're not talking about leaders, but we're talking about KD is still a pure assassin out there on that basketball court.
Right, but Giannis is everything. Defense.
He can't shoot
offense.
though. Giannis can't shoot for
He
shit.
gotta shoot. He couldn't shoot when he came in the league.
Yeah, he can't shoot for shit, and that can play.
Three-point
He
gun.
couldn't shoot. He couldn't
When
shoot when he came in the
Toronto
league.
boxed his ass in, yeah, that could play a role, you know. So, and that's what aided Giannis. Like, I gotta try to at least try to practice on my jump shot. So if they do that, I can at least make one or two here and there.
Yeah, but if you
Giannis,
if you put Giannis on a team with, like, say they somehow, because they was talking about Dallas trading their first round pick
which is stupid if they do
Giannis.
that. I wouldn't do that.
to get Giannis. But what I'm saying is, you take Giannis and put him on Dallas right now with Kyrie and AD. It's a chip.
That's a champion. Guaranteed champion. Not once he
It's a chip.
But
Who in the West stopping him?
And like you said, because you said the Lakers needed
I-
bigs to throw at.
I want to know who's stopping them.
We have a lot of bigs.
Give me one team that's gonna stop them. One team that's gonna stop them.
But you got to look at what they would have to give up to get Giannis because he's not a free agent. So they're going to have to give up all that
They
debt.
was talking about they probably had to give up both of they centers, Gafford,
It's over then. It's over.
Why?
It's
The man's
over.
hurt anyway.
because
anyway.
that's what made Dallas team Dallas, because they looked at those three-headed monsters with AD, Gafford, and Lively.
And what happened in the playoffs when none of them played?
Yeah, Jokic ran over them. That's what I'm saying. If you bring in, if you are stacking your team up against Jokic, huh?
Boy,
No, I'm talking
I
about as
don't know
far as
what
like
you talking about.
battling.
I got a chance to trade the #1 pick, Lively, Gafford, and maybe another second-round pick. Get them out of here for Giannis.
Nah,
That means
I'm not doing that.
win now.
Nah, hell no. That's a dumbass trade. They
It's
didn't. They was
It's like when Melo, when the Knicks traded for Melo, you give up all the players, and then when
And
they
look what
come
happened
over
with that.
there, you give it a depth.
And look what happened with that. Denver went on to be a great team, and Knicks was just getting by with
Yeah,
superstar Melo.
but no. The Knicks dumbass gutted their team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
Dallas
Melo.
not gutting their team. You still got AD and Kyrie and PJ Washington.
Yeah,
Not gutting your team.
I just wouldn't do it because Cooper Flag is going to be a star in this league. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
If you're trying to win now, they're not trying to win in 10 seasons.
So you think
they're trying to win now?
So you think that Dallas don't have a now team with Cooper Flag?
Hell no.
What?
Hell no.
You don't think so?
Dallas right now cannot beat Denver or OKC in a 7-game series.
With Cooper Flag
And everybody
AD,
healthy?
Yo,
Clay, Kyrie couldn't beat Denver?
You're going off of Cooper Flag playing the way he played in college in the NBA. You don't know yet.
We do know. You know why he knew? Because he bust their ass in the when they played the Olympic team, Cooper Flag, and he was 17.
Nigga, that wasn't the league. That was
the whole superstars, D. That was the elite of the league. That was the Avengers, nigga. And Cooper Flag was out there busting their ass at 17 years old.
You forgot when them niggas bust Jordan ass. You forgot about that? What that meant? Nothing. That meant nothing. I don't remember that.
Huh? They didn't.
Talking about the Mashburn, talking about Mashburn, Grant Hill, and them.
When they did the whole documentary on it, Jordan wasn't even playing like that, bro. He wasn't even playing like that. Nah, he wasn't playing like. He was tight because he wasn't playing like that. But guess what happened? The next scrimmage, what happened?
That's what I'm trying to tell
Got the boy. They killed them, slaughtered them like a slaughterhouse.
That's the point. Demo trying to make. He's saying that he got one on him then, but it's like okay, now we locked in.
That's Ant Murray. We're gonna get Ant Murray on it.
What I'm saying is, yeah, he looked good. He looked good against them, but that don't mean that he's doing that to the league for 82 games.
Nah, I understand what you're saying. I understand the point you're making. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier though. You gotta hope that Cooper Flag pan out. Exactly. It's not a guarantee.
How much?
So it's kind of like
how much #1 players was bust when they came to the league?
I was saying earlier. I'm like the only people who was #1 and had a thing that came in and did their thing like that was like Shaq, Iverson. Like it's like a few Braun like that came in and was what they was advertised as.
They going off of what Cooper Flag can be.
Yeah.
But that don't mean he's gonna be that.
Let's see if my man. There you go. Oh shit, we got my man Ant Murray in the building. We got him in the building.
If I got a chance to get Giannis for Cooper Flag to win now, I'm trading him.
Hey, yo, Ant, we talking about we were talking about Cooper Flag, right? Dallas giving up the #1 pick to get Giannis. Cooper Flag, you know, is he that guy? Will he be that guy? You know, this is my man Demo right here on the bottom left right here. Demo, my man Ant Murray. You know who Ant Murray is, right, Demo?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's you know. So we talked about the Cooper Flag, and crazy because Ant, when you was on last time when you talk about Cooper Flag, right?
Look at Chet Holmgren. Chet Holmgren was good.
Y'all hear me?
We hear you now.
Yeah, we hear you, Ant.
We good?
Yeah,
we hear you.
Good, guys.
It's good.
I can't call it, man.
So we was talking about Dallas Mavericks giving up the #1 pick for Giannis, and we was talking about where can KD land, just to catch you up to speed. And so my man Demo was saying, give up the first pick, right, Demo, and get Giannis. That'd be a chip. I think Mel, you was on that same wavelength, like give up the first pick, get Giannis, right? That's what you said, Mel, too?
I was 50-50. I'm 50-50. Was like, you know, you gotta hope that he pan out. But Dallas is in win now mode. So it's not, you know what I mean? It's something to think about.
What do you think? And should Dallas Mavericks give up the #1 pick and trade that and get Giannis, or should they just ride it out with Cooper Flag? And where do you see Kevin Durant going this offseason?
In free agency with KD, I start with free agency with KD. Honestly, man, I don't know if it's gonna happen. It may be a long shot, but honestly, bro, I would love to see KD go back to OKC
That's what you
somehow.
said, AJ. Yeah.
Yeah, like somehow finish that over there because now it's not like rebuild. Like they are legit, like a real legit contender to come out of the West and win a championship eventually. I don't know if it's gonna be this year. I'm rooting for him, of course, but I think that if they can figure that out and do something with that, I think that'll be something right there. If they can keep them pieces, you
You
may
got
have
to
to give
give
up
up
some of them picks
some
because they
pieces.
got
Hell
picks.
yeah, to get KD.
You'll give up some picks, and you might have to give up some of them young dudes,
Mm-hmm.
which is cool. But if you can get KD back there to finish his career there and a chance to win a championship, that'll be cool. He should have never left Golden
I
State.
was saying that
I don't know
that
why
was
he
a
left Golden State.
perfect fit for KD. Perfect
Yeah, but
fit.
he
No
did
reason to
that
leave
because
Golden
he
State.
wanted to try to prove that he could win a ring on his own.
Yeah, and he didn't.
Yeah, but come on, man. Like if you know you're not an alpha like that, carry that because a lot come with doing
Mm-hmm.
Then
that.
you had
You know what I
Draymond
mean?
Green calling him
And
soft.
everybody ain't built. Yeah,
I,
like
Yeah,
I ain't
everybody ain't
staying
built
there.
for that,
Draymond Green
man.
calling me
But
soft.
in
I'm out of
terms of
here.
that,
I'm out of here.
yeah, like, but I mean, but see, Kev like that though. Like, he cool with that. He need that.
mm-hmm.
That's that you know he's a super beta.
Mm-hmm.
He's just not really an alpha. You know what I mean? And you don't have to be all. You ain't got to be LeBron to be an alpha. You know what I mean? Like, but I feel like in terms of that pick though, that's interesting, bro. Because if you do trade that pick and get Giannis, it's gonna be more picks you're gonna have to take, and then you're gonna have to give some of your younger pieces away.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that, and I don't know if it's gonna be. I don't know if it may be worth it, but I don't know. You got AD, you got two injury prone guys, AD and Kyrie. And you trade the #1 pick to get Giannis, he could potentially be in the same position he in Milwaukee. Dame hurt. It's just him.
Mm-hmm. Because when Kyrie expected
So
to
that's
come back, he ain't,
Then he tears
because he tore his Achilles
he tore
too.
his ACL. That's a year. I mean,
He because
eight
Yeah.
months.
Kyrie tore his
Because he
Achilles,
can usually
Now
right?
get
he
back
tore
on the court.
his
Nah,
ACL.
it's
Oh, it's
knee. Yeah, it's
ACL,
knee.
Nah, he tore
ACL,
his
It's
ACL.
knee.
ACL.
Oh
He
yeah,
might be
yes.
back maybe by All Star,
Jason
maybe.
Tatum.
By like December, maybe December, January, maybe.
But Anthony Davis is always
He'll
hurt.
be back
Eight
before the
Mm-hmm.
All Star
months
break.
so he can get like real action. Like 8 months, you can get real
Yeah.
action.
But
But
see,
it
so
also
That was
depends on who you are.
what you
unfortunate.
said, D?
It also depends on who you are.
Right.
Because these new doctors and this technology they got, I think he'll probably be playing beginning of the season. We don't know.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Right. That's
He gonna
true.
see the doctor
It could.
that Kobe went to go see all the way in Antarctica.
That's what I'm saying. Like you don't know
You're gonna
nothing.
go to Germany. Now it's cold with the Germany or
Germany.
something like
You
that.
got that money.
Yo, fix my
Want to
shit
play?
up, nigga. No, but so what Demo was saying, right? He was like, okay, if they trade the #1 pick, will that automatically make them a championship contender with Giannis, AD, or they're gonna ring a death again? And with that bum ass Wi-Fi, yo, you, you got
Yo,
that bum ass Wi-Fi, and that ring of death.
no. I was texting.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
good. I'm good
I'm
now. My
like,
bad.
yo.
My bad. I
So
was
no,
texting.
we would say, does that make them an automatic championship contender if you got Giannis, AD, and Kyrie over there? Depending on if you're able to
That's a
keep those
big
core
three.
pieces,
Yeah, I just don't think they
because they
bench is
got to
gonna be
give
worth nothing.
It
up.
depends. It
Because you're gonna have
depends
to
on who
give
they
up. You're
give
gonna have
up.
to give up some guys. Yeah, but you're gonna have to give up some young. Like you might have to give up your future. Like anything that you developing that you drafted like 2 years ago or something. Josh Hardy and all them. Like it's gonna be kind of hard to rebuild that off the bench. Because you look at all the teams, bro. All the teams in the playoffs that's having success, they have a bench. You know what I'm saying? Like you got your two stars, and you may have a like Denver. They got Jamal, they got Jokic, of course, and then you got guys like Aaron Gordon. That's not like officially like all-star, but he can play like an
Yeah.
all-star though. You ain't got to build no big three and spend all your money and not have
But
no bench at
but
all.
Denver,
That's the team. The smart
but
teams
Denver
doing that now.
only go. He only plays 6-7 players.
in a
Yeah, in the
Yeah.
rotation.
playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
So
the
but
Knicks.
like Boston is deep.
I mean you. I just think a healthy AD with a Giannis is crazy.
It is.
I mean,
No, that'd be crazy.
but then you gotta look
Yeah,
at AD, right, and how he clogs the paint. He's not a
Nah,
guy
remember
that's gonna be.
AD shooting
AD don't
threes good.
clog the paint.
Eddie could shoot.
He could shoot, but AD predominantly is not a 3-point shooter. He's in the paint.
You
That's
know
where he
why?
mostly
Because he's the big
operates at.
man. He's the
Yeah,
big man. But if you got Giannis, I don't got to be in the paint no more.
but you're gonna turn Anthony Davis into a 3-point shooter? No,
That's this
that's
weak
not what
ass
he's effective
league.
at, huh?
This weak ass league is number 3
No,
point
but
shooter.
that's not what he's effective at, D. That's what I'm saying. That pairing, it ain't gonna work.
And that's why they got bumped out. Because it's not effective there. Everybody that's in the playoffs now shoot number 3s.
And that's why the NBA is fucked up now, because
Look at
all
it.
these everybody's
Look at the
shooting
team.
threes that shouldn't be shooting
Everybody
threes.
shoot 3s.
And that's why
Everybody.
the NBA is messed up now. That's exactly why the
Yeah,
NBA
I
is
believe
messed
it.
up now.
I believe
Exactly.
it. The only thing that's
Exactly.
different in this NBA, if they allow them to goaltend, it'd be a Euro League.
that'd be terrible, bro.
That's the
That's
only
bad.
thing
Look, I would
missing
hate
from
that.
the Euro League. They can't goaltend. It's the only thing.
Hey, bro,
They
that'd be
changed.
awful, bro.
They changed the NBA to make these white boys prosper. Plain and simple.
You
Because they
think
couldn't make it
so?
back in the.
I mean, even in today's NBA, it's still not, and this is, it's still not a white man's league. It's still a black man's league. Even with,
No, but they're way better in this era.
but we talk about European players. That's what you talk about.
All right, I'm talking
The
about
white man still
people,
can't jump.
yeah, fuck the jumping, but they balling now.
Yeah, they can shit. Ask Cooper
They
Flag.
balling.
But
What
Cooper
I'm
Flag
saying
is
is,
he's full
Athletic as hell.
Caucasian.
He's white.
how much
He got some
players
black in him.
Absolutely, see his
players
family on
back in the
TV.
days, white, European, anything.
I'm about to look it up.
Was good.
Cooper Flag got some black in him,
I
bro.
think Cooper's fully white.
Cooper Black got a
Cooper
he
Flag
got
is
a
white,
catch of
man.
black in him.
You can count on one hand
Yeah,
how much
so-
good players was from that Jordan era that was white or European, whatever. One hand.
Nah, it was more than a few. Like, nah,
Go ahead,
'cause
count them.
everybody's gonna
Count
say
them.
Bird. Everybody gonna say
Bird.
Mark
Bird.
Price. Mark Price.
Price?
I'm not even Mark Price. Chris Mullin.
Chris
Chris
Mullin.
Mullin. Y'all from New
Yeah,
York?
Chris Mullin. We can't front
Stop
on him.
playing with me.
Chris
Go ahead,
Mullin.
Chris Mullin.
Yeah.
Fully white.
You can't.
Chris Mullin.
But you're not counting Mark Price, Demo.
So we're not even counting.
Remember,
So we're not even counting
Chris Mullin's
Bird.
from Brooklyn. That's different. But go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, Chris Mullin from Brooklyn.
All right.
He's still white. He's from
Chris
Brooklyn though. He
Mullin.
really
Yeah.
like that. Shout out to
Yeah.
Chris
Chris
Mullin. That's
Mullin.
my guy.
Larry Bird.
Chris Mullin.
Mark
Okay,
Price.
got two. Okay, Mark
Yeah.
Price
Yeah,
is
he
really
really
like
like
that.
that, Demo.
Listen,
You fronting right
Mark
now.
Price was okay, but he
What?
wasn't that dude.
Okay,
No,
what?
no.
Nah,
Bro, do
Demo.
we have to
Demo.
look? Do we have to
Mark
look?
Price was
I'm
like
not.
that.
Look, he went to Georgia Tech. I'm not
So you
being
can put
biased
the
as he
team
went to
around Mark
Georgia Tech.
Price.
Look his
Yeah,
numbers
Mark
up,
Price
bro.
is nice.
All right.
I'm
Bro,
gonna look it up
Go
right
ahead, Mark
now.
Price. Go ahead. Go
Hold
ahead.
on, wait.
Go ahead,
Hey,
Mark
bro,
Price.
hold on,
Go
wait,
ahead. Mark
1
Price.
second. Hold on. Give me one.
Don't
Hold on,
say
wait.
John Stockton.
About Mark
Don't let
Price.
me say John Stockton.
Look, no, wait. I got you. Hold on. About Mark Price, bro. About Mark. Look, if it wasn't for Mike and them Bulls, they was gonna go to the finals.
Oh,
Him and
Brad
Brad
Daugherty.
Daugherty
Yeah.
and them
Yeah.
boys, they was gonna go to the finals, bro. They couldn't get like everybody else couldn't get past Mike. I'm
Oh,
just
no.
make that.
I
That's how
feel
good
you.
Mark Price was.
So that's 3.
John Stockton.
Hell
John
no.
Stockton.
Hell no.
Yeah, John's talking.
Look,
he said,
he
"Hell
got
no,
more. He
John
got more of a
Stockton."
case, bro. John Stockton got more of a case
Yeah.
than Mark Price.
Yo,
Look up
Demo
John
said,
Stockton numbers, bro. Look up John
The only
Stockton numbers, bro. Look up
listen.
John Stockton. If it wasn't for Mike,
If
Utah
it
would have
wasn't
won a chip or
If it
two.
wasn't
If it wasn't for
for
the
Mike,
Bulls,
yep.
Karl Malone,
look
if it
up
wasn't
Demo
his
for Karl
said
numbers.
Malone,
exactly.
there would be
Hey,
no Stockton.
hey, see,
Yo,
yo, look up John
John
Stockton
That's
stats
Stockton.
because
right
of
now,
Karl
bro.
Malone.
On God,
That's
huh?
because of Karl Malone.
Everybody had another guy with him. Mike had Scotty. Like everybody had somebody.
I'm tired of hearing that. Mike was right before Scotty. I'm tired of hearing that. Mike been Mike.
He
He
wasn't
had
winning
Scotty, but
though.
he was still Mike.
He
But he
wasn't
was
winning
still
without
Mike.
Scotty. He was
Yeah,
not winning shit without
But he was
Scotty.
still
yeah.
Mike.
When did Mike win
But he
without
was still
Scotty?
Mike.
And I'm not saying Mike, my favorite player ever in the world, ever, forever, the rest of my life. What did Mike win without Scotty?
Everybody needs a fucking Robin.
Mark
Yeah.
Price
That's the point he
That's what
making
I'm
though.
compared.
That's the point
saying.
he
Like,
making though.
look
But
up
no. But what
John
I'm
Stockton
saying is
numbers.
Mike had stats before Pippen. I'm telling you now that
Yes,
Stats,
Stockton
but
wouldn't have
no
had
stats. That's
Pippen
his
wins.
little
But
win,
stats.
no
though.
wins. No wins.
Braun had
Uh,
Stockton
stats
wouldn't have
before he
had
could
them
win.
stats
He
without
needed D
Carmelo.
Wade.
That
All right,
Pippen
so when you
was
say
crazy.
John
But it's
Stockton stats, what stat in particular are you
That's
referring
it.
to?
and steals and look at his points.
he was
He
averaging
Look
he
at
do
double
that.
doubles,
average.
He
a
averaged
Yeah,
double double.
his
7
average
points.
about two steals a game.
I think he like has the most steals all time.
Yeah,
He
he do.
like top
He is
in
top in
steals, number
steals.
one in assists.
Definitely assists. We're not gonna argue
Yeah.
assists.
Come on, bro.
Assists, yeah,
John Stockton was like
yeah.
that.
We just forget about John Stockton because
So
Mike was
I'm
on
at
the
Okay,
four.
way
I'm at
all
four.
those
I'm at
that's
years.
four
That,
now,
four.
that,
bro.
that- that's
That's
four.
four.
That's four. That's four.
That's four.
That's four. You want me to give you one more? Okay.
Look. Y'all fishing.
Wait,
White
so
European.
what are we?
No, I'm not.
So
You want
what's
me?
the
The game.
topic? So we can
I'm not
clip
even giving
White
this.
you like.
boys. The white boys.
Yeah,
The
no,
white.
no. But I'm not even giving you Europe. I'm not even giving you European people.
You
So we
If you
wait.
look at it,
So
you can
we
do
giving white
Ginobili.
boys that was
Ginobili's tough.
I
nice
ain't even. Can I use
Ginobili's
During the
tough.
European
Mike
guys?
era.
during the Mike era.
Yeah. That's what
White
they
boys
would
that
do.
was nice during the Mike era. Cause Open's got to clip it, so we got to give him a topic to clip.
Okay, now we got it. So I can't go Dirk. I can go Dirk
So
because
we
Dirk
dealing
Yeah,
with
was
you
straight
can't.
before.
Dirk wasn't
Caucasians.
I ain't gonna
Petrovic.
front.
in Mike era.
Petrovic.
Petrovic
No, he
wasn't
can't
white.
be. Like Mike
Petrick,
last year, he came in the
Oh
league,
yeah.
Petrick ain't
or it
play
was
though.
after. So I can't. Yeah, I can't count him.
You got four. That's it.
So we're not
Rick Barry.
Hold on,
Nah, hold on.
I
Petrovic.
got Google
I'm
right
gonna
You got
here.
find
three
one more, bro.
and a half. Really.
Hold on.
I'm gonna find one more, bro.
Um, we we
Yeah.
we not naming white chocolate.
No.
Hell no.
He play with Mike. I put
White
Steve Nash
chocolate
in
was
there
So we
among
before
got
him.
all
Larry
mixed.
Bird,
That's it.
Jerry West, Steve Nash, John Stockton.
No, you said I don't know.
Yeah, because that's
I ain't put no. We can't put Jerry West in there because Jerry didn't play with
oh,
Mike.
we said
Okay,
that
the
play
Mike
in
era.
Mike
The Mike
era.
era. The Mike era. The Mike era.
What's
Yeah.
that?
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
you talking about
Rick
Mike
Barry.
Harris?
Mike Barry.
Rick, no,
No, he
he didn't
didn't.
play in Mike era.
Yeah. It's only four. That's it.
Dan
We got
Marley.
Dan,
John
Dan
Stockton.
who?
Marley.
Was he white?
Dan who?
He used to kill Dan Marley.
Jordan used to fucking fillet him.
Mike used to kill
I mean,
Dan Marley,
Mike used
bro.
to kill
And I
him,
love Dan
but
Marley was nice,
Dan Marley could
but he
who?
used to kill.
Dan
We
Marley
talking
could
about
shoot.
Dan used to get off
Rick
though.
Barry.
That's it.
John Stockton. Who else we
Mark Price,
said? John
John
Stockton.
Stockton,
It ain't a
Larry
lot.
Mark
Bird.
Price.
Y'all got
Larry
four. That's
Bird, of
it.
course.
Yeah,
That's it.
it
That's it.
ain't.
That's three. Who's the other? Who's the fourth?
Ain't no more. Y'all had John Stockton,
I said
Mark
Steve
Price,
Chris
Nash. That's
Mullin. Chris
three.
Mullin.
What
Chris
was
Mullin.
Chris Mullin?
That's
Chris Mullin.
it.
Chris
It's
Mullin.
over
Yeah.
after that. It's over. It's over.
Yeah. Well, that's not. And
But the
yeah,
white
that was
guys,
in
nah,
that era.
Y'all couldn't
man.
even get five.
I'm
I
standing on
told you.
business with the guys,
That's it.
man.
Couldn't even get
Um,
five.
I'm standing on business with the guys,
Couldn't
man.
even get five.
Shout out to the Caucasians that
We
played
got
in the
four.
Mike era.
Oh, I can get one more. I
Who?
can get
Go
one
ahead. Let
more,
me
bro.
see.
Hold on. Let me
I'm
think.
telling you.
One
He
more.
only
It
killed
was
two.
not that much.
But he
Mike
didn't play
played.
in the Mike era though.
But if
You
Larry Bird,
didn't want to put Mark Price in there. That's crazy, bro. You gotta go YouTube Mark
Yeah.
Price.
Kevin
And
McHale.
I'm a little
Kevin
biased. But we were the
Kel,
good
McHale
Kel,
set,
is
so
Kel was Larry
it's
Bird
all
era.
right. Though.
I
That
thought we counted Larry Bird.
Kel was
which
Larry
I counted Larry
Bird era.
Bird.
no.
That
We
counted
didn't
Larry
count.
Bird.
Did we count?
Oh, we gotta put Bird in there. Like we gotta count Bird in there because
They
it's good
counted Larry Bird
conversation.
because you know what I'm saying. That's why I
But
said it's really 3.5. Because Bird ain't playing Mike era either. He was on his way out.
Yeah, he was on his way out.
But I gave
Yeah.
it to him. I
yeah,
gave it to him.
what you mean,
I gave
Yeah,
it
Bird?
to him.
Bird was on his way out. Because remember on the
Bro,
Dream Team, his back was
Mike
fucked
battled
up.
with Bird. He had
Yeah.
63. He couldn't beat
Yeah.
Bird.
Mike battled.
At
No.
63.
Mike was wet behind his ear when he played Bird.
Playoff
Yeah, he was
Mike still had the
in the
a
Garden.
sophomore, right? Or was it? No,
chain
he's a
right here. The
rookie.
little chains going side to
Rookie.
He
side.
was a rookie.
Mike was. I think Mike might have been. That might
That
have
was
been
the
the
second.
second year. I think that was the second year. If I'm not. So, yeah, when he went between the legs
Yeah.
Yeah,
8 times and then
Yeah.
pulled
63.
up on him.
That was his second
63.
year.
Yeah, y'all seen come fly with me.
Yeah.
Stop playing. Y'all seen come fly with me. I'm from North Carolina, man. You know we see
After
we
that,
watch this shit a
it was
thousand
over.
times. But Tom Chambers,
Who?
no.
He was.
Detlef Shrimp.
He.
Detlef
Oh,
Shrimp.
Deadlift
You
Shrimp.
don't count? Detlef
Shit
Shrimp was
shit.
cold.
All right.
Stop playing.
All right. Deadlift
Deadlift
was
was
all right.
alright.
Deadlift was all right.
Deadlift was alright.
Yeah. Deadlift was good. Deadlift
Yo,
was
Ed
good.
had to get one.
Yeah.
He had
Yeah.
to get one.
Man, I had to think.
Yeah,
Like I'm
deadlift.
going back to like
Yeah,
'94. Like what the fuck?
deadlift. Yeah, deadlift was. I like deadlift.
I had to go back to
Yeah, I like
'95
deadlift.
with these
Did Jeff
guys, man.
Hornacek don't count?
Oh yes, Jeff Hornacek.
Get the fuck
I
out of
like
here.
Jeff
Yeah,
He don't
Hornacek
listen,
count
too.
with this shot like this.
listen, get
Just like
He don't
Jeff
count.
yo,
Hornacek
Hornacek
shot.
don't count.
listen. Y'all
Remember
forced
Jeff used to do
Stockton
this
on
at the
me.
How we
free throw
forget
line,
Jeff
bro.
Hornacek? He played with Stockton. You
Ain't
can't
no
forget
way
that.
in hell that Hornacek.
Hornacek.
Look at his stats. Look at his
Jeff
stats.
Hornacek
He
is
was
tough, bro.
nice.
Don't
Even
disrespect
in
Hornacek,
Philly.
D. Don't disrespect Hornacek, bro.
I can't put him. I
Thank
can't
you.
put him in there
Thank
like
you.
that.
Thank
But
you.
pause.
Okay.
But Jeff
Okay.
Hornacek was tough.
Okay. Okay.
I ain't gonna lie.
Hornacek.
Like that Utah team was
Listen.
Yeah.
good, man.
Yeah.
They just couldn't get past Mike.
Couldn't get past mine.
Nah, they couldn't get past Mike.
Well, shit. Nobody get past Mike. Fuck. None of them.
Hold
Okay.
on, man. Hey, let me get a couple shout outs real quick, man. I'm gonna let y'all do y'all thing. I know the game back on. Shout out to what is Donovan Mitchell doing?
I'm about to watch
Shout out to
that
my
shit.
daughter. She got a National Honor Society Award.
Oh
National Honor Society Award
yes.
tonight.
That's
Just got back
what's
from
up.
Anaya
Yeah.
Moss, my
Congrats to
baby,
her.
man. So proud of her.
Congrats.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it, man, for sure. So I just wanted to put that up because I told her I had to come do a live. So we just got back. I just got back from there. So I'm in the A
Oh, you
with it, man.
in
So
A right now?
glad to talk to you guys. Yeah, I'm in
Oh,
Atlanta,
A Town.
bro.
A Town, what up? A Town, what up?
A town.
Hey, listen, I want to ask this
Yeah,
question, right? Since
appreciate
you got you on right quick, right? If you look at what Denver is doing and Russell Westbrook, I want you to give Russell Westbrook his flowers, right? Because I know Open's gonna clip this. Yeah, is it still your favorite point guard? Because you be switching up.
Russell
Oh,
Ben had his flowers.
no, but a lot of people
Listen.
don't
You know what I
give
like about this league? You know what I like about this league? Jokic, right? Getting all these triple doubles and everybody praising him. Westbrook was doing this 5 years ago, and they were saying he was stat packing.
That's true.
He averaged
Westbrook was
He having a triple
averaging
double
a
though,
triple double for years
3 years
on
in
OKC
a
by
row.
himself. And
Yeah,
what they said, he was stat padding, he can't win a
yeah,
game. Now
yeah.
Jokic doing, they praising him. Oh, he's the best thing that came to the league.
Mm,
How?
right. I
He
want
ain't
to
doing
ask
nothing different
Ant
than Westbrook did.
because he actually played with Russell Westbrook. So, for the people that don't know like the mentality of a Russell Westbrook and what, because he had a clip on I saw it on YouTube Shorts. It's like the Russell Westbrook experience. Like he's like, yo, it's gonna be some missed shots, gonna be some made threes, gonna be some steals, gonna be some bad plays, but I'm gonna be out there. I'm gonna play hard every single day. So I wanted to ask you that question, and like, what playing with Russell Westbrook, like, what is his mindset going into every single game? Cause I know he had a lot of bum ass plays. I'm like, what the fuck you doing, Westbrook? But at the end of the day, you like, yo, I'm glad you're on my team, Westbrook. So I want you to give that insight on Russell Westbrook.
No, Russ, man, like never ending motor. And you can still see he still got that shit with him. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's older in his career, probably a little past his prime. I played with him when he was directly in his prime. You know what I'm saying? We was on the same team. So I'm like, his routine is different. He a different dude. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell people like beyond basketball, like I'll go into, we get to the gym 8:30, 8:30 in the morning. He in there doing his taxes himself. Like he that kind of calculated. You know what I mean? Like it's different. You know what I mean? And that's my brother. Like our families, our kids, everybody, like for real, like we locked in. That's my brother. You know what I mean? At times, hell yeah, it was hard to play with him because it was hard because when he want to win, it ain't nothing. It's straight tunnel vision, and that was then. Now it's more of like taking on and embracing like the role player mode and the veteran mode. You know what I'm saying? And his triple doubles was that. Like he go get rebounds because he was so
Right.
athletic. He could do anything. He could control the whole game. And I've never been on a team with somebody. He was the most like can control the game teammate I ever been. And KD, like Dirk, Anthony Davis, like, but he could control an entire game. And he's the number one person that I could tell you that, like teammate I ever had that can control the game like that. And sometimes it's to a fault, but most of the time, shit, we was winning. You know what I mean? But I was comparing the triple doubles that Jokic get is different than the triple doubles that Russ got. Because Jokic had the point center. So like all his triple doubles come within the flow of the game. You can tell that you may not even know. You might see him hit a couple shots, go to the free throw line, make a couple dope passes, and then you really look at halftime, he got 12, 9, and 8, and you don't even realize it. So it's like in the flow of the game because he's not a natural point guard, obviously, but the way he played matches up with how they have to win. You know what I'm saying? You take that engine out of there, they ain't shit. Now, and then little homie, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander's like that too. You look up, he got 22, 6, and 5 at the half. But it's in the flow of the game. You know what I'm saying?
I think Russell triple doubles was much harder because Jokic got stars.
That's how you play.
Jokic got mad stars.
But it's how he played.
Shooting all these threes. Westbrook had to earn all them triple doubles, all them stats. Who was the next guy on his team when he played in OKC and getting on triple doubles?
Nobody.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. I wasn't there no more.
Right.
He was giving fucking
we had Victor on the
second and third string guys the ball, getting triple doubles with them dudes.
Just imagine the story that's going to be behind that if Denver Nuggets win a chip and Russell Westbrook wins his first ring.
I hope so.
That's going to be a crazy story.
Word.
Like,
no, to real basketball fans, it's going to mean something to Russ. But to these fucking idiots, they're just going to give Jokic another milestone. Oh, Russ, look what Jokic did. He got Russ a ring.
Yeah.
So that's what it's going to be.
That may be a narrative, but for, like you said, for the real fans, they're going to be like, yo, Russell Westbrook got a ring. Like, yeah, that's going to solidify. I mean, he's already solidified, but that's going to put Russell Westbrook because he was a contributor to the ring. That's going to be, I think after that, Russell Westbrook should retire. If he does win a ring, retire. What else do you need to do?
How hard he's playing against Shea?
Yeah.
Because that's his old team. And that was a guy that was under him when Russell Westbrook. He never played with Russ?
Nah.
Chris Paul, you're right. Chris Paul. Ain't gone. Ain't got the ring of death. He gone. Bye, Ant.
He's taking somebody.
Oh, he texting. Oh, he typing texting.
Yeah.
My bad, bro.
Shea wasn't there. Shea was on, what's it, the Clippers?
I think getting on Ant.
Clippers, and then he got traded before George.
Yeah. Right, but that would be an amazing story, man. I like if there's any player in the playoffs right now that I'm rooting for to get a ring is Russell Westbrook. It's because of the amount of negativity behind Russell Westbrook that is not warranted. Like he's not deserving of all this negativity that's coming at Russell Westbrook. When you watch Russell Westbrook play, I would have him on a team. If he misses a shot, do a bonehead play, like fuck West, what the fuck you doing? But he'll come back and get a key steal. West, you made up for it, you know. So I would love. That's one player right now currently playing that I would love to see to get a ring is Russell Westbrook.
You got like
I would love to see that.
Even with the like Jokic, right? As great of a player he is, nobody's gonna remember that Melo killed with that number 15.
Right, because Jokic is going to get that 15 retired.
That's what I'm saying. But think about when Melo came in the league. Think about when Melo came in the league with that number.
Yeah.
What he did with that team. But that shit is washed now.
Didn't they go to the Western Conference?
Yeah, they played Kobe. Kobe got him out of here.
They lost to the Lakers.
Kobe got him out of here.
The Lakers.
Black Mamba.
That's when Melo gave Kobe like 30, 40. He was killing him.
Yeah.
But
Kobe there, like, hey, rest in peace to the
nobody remember that.
He did not like that matchup. He did not like guarding with Carmelo.
He even said it. Yeah.
I love watching.
He even said it.
Melo was.
But only us basketball fans gonna remember that. Nobody's gonna remember that.
But see, if you look at it, right?
Melo years is washed because of Jokic.
Let me see something.
Melo stats on that when he came in the league, and that was his rookie year.
Yeah, Melo. He turned Denver from lottery team to they was a playoff team every season until he left. They never missed the playoffs.
Because I'm looking at it right because I'm one in terms of like Denver. I mean, Jokic having number 15. So Melo played with Denver and the Knicks 7 years with both teams, right?
Okay.
But his impact, I think his impact was felt more with the Knicks, honestly, rather than Denver, because with the Knicks, he took the Knicks team that was like in the trenches and gave them and brought them to notoriety, right? So I think his number will be retired in Knicks quicker than it would be in Denver.
Oh no, it is.
Yeah.
They're not gonna retire in Denver because
because
they
of
get
Joe.
Jokic number 15.
Yeah.
Jokic got the number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was going to your point, D, when you was like, they forgot about Melo because of Jokic and the number 15. You know, because so but we can't discredit what Melo did in Denver neither. He should have won Rookie of the Year, honestly, in Denver uniform.
But that's what I'm saying. Only basketball fans is gonna know that and remember that.
Yeah.
But when anybody that turn the TV on and say, "Yo, who played in Denver 15?" They're not gonna remember Melo.
They're gonna say Jokic.
Melo.
Yeah.
Jokic should never got the number to begin with.
Never. They should never gave him that.
But it was
ever.
He was retired, so
that was disrespect.
It was because it was like, let me get back at you type of thing. We ain't retired the number, boom. He should never been allowed to wear it to begin with. Now they faced with this because nobody could ever say that Melo turned Denver around.
Yeah.
Bottom line. So nobody can ever take that away. They won 17 games the year before.
Right.
He came rookie season 43 wins.
Yeah.
And they went against KG and them, who went to the conference finals that year and lost to Minnesota. And they was in playoffs every season. Every season. And then when they got Chauncey,
hey, he
averaged more than
you that guy.
Braun.
You know you that guy. You that guy when, that would have been dope for real. You know you that guy when you come in and they changed all of the colors of the team and the court.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they did that with LeBron. Did that with
that
Melo.
Nasty brown shit they had. That brown and shit that was going on in Denver. Nasty work. The navy and brown and all that.
That was ugly.
Brown with the brown with the blue and the gold and all that shit.
That Matumbo look.
Yeah. That's a good point.
That was done with Matumbo.
Yeah.
When he went to Atlanta, it was over with.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And that's good points though, for sure. Because it's like, like you said, the real basketball fans ain't only gonna remember that. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I want to bring up too? Because obviously, Ed, you played in the NBA, and Mel, we had talked about in one of the previous episodes who was the most underrated player in the league, and we mentioned Joe Johnson, right? Like, so who for you, Ed, who was the most underrated player in the league where you yo, his name is not in there, but you sleep, that nigga give you 30 if you need to.
Oh man.
It's a couple of them, though.
Bro. I can't break it down.
Joe Johnson, he was one of the guys we talked about, Joe.
Joe, because Joe
was nasty. Go.
I ain't even gonna put Joe in there because we all know you mentioned Joe.
Yeah.
He might be number one because Joe was so low. He's still low profile, just low key. But his game.
Smooth.
I mean, he
move.
It was different, bro. I say, honestly, bro, Monte Ellis.
Yeah, I like that one. I like that one.
It's my teammate, but Monte was.
That was my
cool,
dog.
Bro. I ain't gonna
that was my dog. Yeah,
a lot of people was upset when they chose Curry over Monte. I mean, Curry is who he is, but at the time they didn't know who fucking Curry was going to be, and they was upset that they got rid of him.
On that point, though, Monte Ellis said that wasn't even the reason why he got traded, though. He spoke about that. He was on a podcast, I think, with Zebo and
it wasn't about Curry.
It wasn't about Curry why he got traded. They said they wasn't going to trade him, and then traded him anyway. But he had an issue with somebody else on the team. He said,
"Nah, he had an issue with the front office. it wasn't nobody like because the team was it was young guys. It was like me and Steph and them and some other young guy, Anthony Randolph
Okay.
and then there was some other young guys. But at that point, Monte came out of high school,
Yeah.
so like he was already kind of like a vet. He was really young still. You know, he was already on a deal and like a big deal. So like it was just some stuff going on upstairs. You know, I ain't going into detail with him about it. I just was hearing everything was going on. Like, probably they're gonna move him, but you know they made that decision to like basically build all that shit around Steph. And when they did that, I got I signed to New Jersey, and I wanted to stay in Golden State with Steph. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm like, man, if I'm open, you're gonna
Yeah.
find me. You know what I mean? Like we was already building, like all of us was building chemistry as like a younger team. It was kind of rebuilding. And when I ended, they wasn't gonna pay, so I went. And then that's when Clay came, and I was like, that shit gonna be. And then Mark Jackson came, and then Steve Kerr. All that just happened over time, man. Bob Myers, all the guys, they did a good job over there. But yeah, man, they did. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. But yeah, Monte and
That was a good one.
I'm glad like Lou Will,
Oh,
my
Lou
brother.
That's another good
Will.
That's,
one. That's
Six
another
he'll
good
win
one.
an
man.
all star at
Six
least
man
one.
Lou.
That's another
Yeah,
good
Lou
one.
Will nasty.
That's why it's kind of weird because I don't think he was like underrated
Nah,
because he
he
got
wasn't
his
underrated
flowers
because
with
he
the six
won.
man.
He
He
won the
should
6 man of the year award on the Clippers. They knew who the fuck he
have been
was.
an all star at least one or
Yeah,
two.
I want to
Yeah,
say
he's been an
underrated.
all star
Nah,
at least one or
yeah,
two.
'cause Lou Will was that dude. He was that dude until he stopped being that dude.
He should have
Yeah,
been an
He
all
should
star.
have
Yeah,
been.
Lou,
Yeah,
Lou
An
Will
all
was
yeah.
star.
official. He was
He should have
official.
been.
He was official.
He,
Like
He was
damn
official.
politics
sure
is
should have been.
weird, man. Like he
For
should have been an
sure.
All
all
right,
star
look.
at that
Before we
time.
go, man, I want to get y'all I want to get our NBA Finals picks. Let's start with you, Mel. NBA Final pick. Who you got?
NBA Finals picks. All right, now
And
go
wait, we gonna do
Knicks.
NBA Finals picks from the East and West, or who you think gonna win the chip? Go ahead.
All right, who gonna win a chip? Go Knicks. Let's go.
Be realistic now.
That's my pick.
Wow.
Go Knicks. Let's go.
Hey, you ain't.
It's his pick, though. You did say his pick.
Yo,
That is
yo,
his pick.
yo, he need to leave with that black nasty
hey,
on. Stop putting
hey,
that black
look at
nasty in the camera, man. Take that black nasty out the camera. Yo, what the fuck? Yo, yo,
you from New York, bro. It can't be that. Y'all so extra. Look, hey, bro. Hey, that's what we are.
that's what we on, baby.
Yeah, these two guys, man.
Wait,
No,
no.
let's be
So
realistic
wait,
here, man.
so
it's gonna
That
be
is not
it's
a
gonna be
realistic
it's
I'm
pick.
gonna
trying
be
to
the
figure it
Knicks
out.
against
All y'all
Minnesota.
from up top, bro. So like, who's a Knicks fan? Who's
Well,
not?
Mel
Like,
and
Me,
Demo, these two
me,
right
and
here in the
Demo.
upper right and up and down,
I know y'all got.
they
Yeah,
Knicks
Yeah,
okay.
fans.
As you should be.
It's gonna be the Knicks
Oh
against
my
Minnesota.
god.
I'm
Oh,
telling you,
Knicks against
Knicks in
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
And who winning the chip, D? Who
the
winning the
Knicks.
chip? All
The
right,
Knicks gonna win.
all right. Let's go then. Who you got, Ant?
Cleveland losing
Hold
now.
on, wait. Oh no, y'all up 3-1 right now on the
Yeah,
Yeah,
season.
That's not a
and
realistic pick,
If
man.
y'all win it, y'all gonna play probably either
we
Cleveland.
Cleveland losing
gonna play
now.
Like y'all,
Indiana.
the Knicks.
We gonna face
Cleveland losing.
Indiana.
Cle-
That's gonna be like
Cleveland
real old
losing
school.
right
It's
now.
picture that
If it's
they have a
Knicks, if it's New York, if it's New
they have a
York
lot of
and
Yeah,
Indiana,
this
That's gonna be
bro,
insane.
yeah. We gonna face Indiana. We gonna get them out
yeah,
of
it's
here.
like going back to the
Flashback to '99. Flashback to '99.
It's gonna be
LJ with the four.
The Knicks against Minnesota. I'm telling you.
Now my pick is going
I do
Indiana,
kind of have
in
Minnesota coming out
Indiana
that
and
West.
Denver. I'm
I can
picking
see
those.
it.
that's my pick.
Denver's not being OKC, bro.
Indiana and Denver.
That's a nasty
That is a
final.
That
terrible
is a
final.
terrible
Yeah,
Indiana.
You want to
finals.
go to
yeah.
six?
Indiana and Denver.
That would
I'm
be
gonna
the
tell you
lowest
something. I'm gonna tell you something.
rated finals in
I
history.
learned.
Nobody. We gonna be
I think
watching the hockey games. Hey, shout out to my
matter of fact,
Canes too.
because
Okay.
Carolina
you
Hurricanes,
playing in the
bro.
Okay.
league. You
We in
playing
that
in the league.
shit,
Let me ask you a question. Because I think honestly, I think sports is.
bro. Why
I
y'all
think
trying to get off the phone, bro?
sports is like rigged.
Let's vibe. Fuck that. Nah, wait.
I think sports is like rigged.
Let me get
Like,
that.
do you think like they be trying to shape the narrative to make money?
Uh, I don't know, bro. Not
Wait,
not now. I
get
think.
more in depth with that question,
I think
D.
it's.
Cause
Meaning
get
like
more.
nobody's gonna. So no, they know damn well nobody will ever watch a Denver and Indiana championship finals. That'll never happen ever. So, and then I think after that, they came out with those refs with the blowing games and all that.
All the shit on the thing.
They will make it their best for one of them not to make it. One made it. It won't happen.
No, I don't think. I don't think. I don't think it's. I don't think it's.
Especially remember that year. Remember that year after what the commissioner said. Remember that year when San Antonio played. Who was it? Who they played? And it was the lowest rating ever. And the commissioner came on the next season and said, "This will never happen again."
Was it Nick?
No,
San Antonio.
San Antonio.
The lockout year?
Was it Cavs?
It wasn't Nick.
Was it the Cavs or Miami?
I think it was Cleveland.
Okay.
Cleveland.
I think it was Cleveland and San Antonio.
Oh yeah. When they beat
LeBron.
that's when they
only had Braun.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they said the ratings was down. The ratings went down way low.
No,
I don't think it's
the low. Oh no, not that.
That's the score.
That's a score.
I don't think it's. I don't think it's rigged in terms of the like the refs and shit like that. But I'm not surprised when I see shit with refs. I just feel like I feel like it's more. They know that when the playoffs start, that it's going to be more like.
It says 2020.
We don't have to call these calls,
right?
But you can't really navigate through it because you don't know what the ref thinking in his mind. You know what I'm saying? Like they had to really investigate some of them. It's like, okay, look, such and such is looking up at the clock. He's waving. He's like looking down. Like that one ref that was a Boston fan that was like made a fake page and all that a few years ago. Y'all remember that, right? So like, he was like my whole career he was refereeing, and like I'm like, damn, I never knew because you don't think that refs.
Did you see that? Did you see
like
the,
I don't
remember the first game the Knicks won in Boston? The three refs that ref that game. The Celtics was 12-0 when 0-3 and ref.
Well, they 12-1
That's what
now.
I'm saying,
Crazy.
bro. Yeah,
Crazy.
because you don't know because you're not thinking about it when you're playing.
Right.
But then when you see that, like I'm like, damn, how many games? Bro, it seemed like Allen Iverson with that shit with the refs. He was like, he already knew it was already on. Like, how long is this shit gonna last today? Like, why you gotta ask the refs that, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, if I gotta ask the ref, hey, okay, I know we get but I mean, even when I was playing, like, I used to tell the young guys, like, hey, call the ref by their first name. James, Steve, Chris, whatever it is. Call them by their first name and acknowledge them. You know what I'm saying? Because Russ is going to get fouled 1,000 times, and they're not going to call all of them, and they're going to be tripping. So when you get fouled and you feel like you didn't get the call the ref by his name. He don't have to do that.
Right.
You got to do that. You see what I'm saying?
Respecting.
So it's just the politics of the game, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I respect all the refs. I'm still cool. Like, a few of the refs live in Atlanta. Like, I live in Charlotte, but, like, I be in Atlanta. I be seeing them out, cigar spots and shit. They still cool. But they'll give you the real, like, when they retire. They're like, yeah, I never liked that motherfucker. I ain't like him. I didn't like him. I didn't like that coach. Fuck that GM. Like, they be on some shit. I'm like, man, you a real one, dog.
Shout out to the OG refs who keep it real.
It's a fraternity though. At the end of the day, bro, it's a fraternity. It's the players, it's the coaches, it's the referees, it's the player development, it's the GMs, it's the owners. All that shit is like a fraternity at the end of the day.
And listen, man, I got baby girl here. I gotta send her off. Gotta take her back home and make her sure she get to school tomorrow, man. But yo, Ed, I appreciate you always for coming on. I told you, man, you gotta come on. Well, my brother went to Jamaica and shit and was smoking Bob Marley and shit in 1 week, so we couldn't do that. And we got sidetracked and shit like that.
We up with it.
I'm saying,
yeah.
But
Yo,
man,
D-Mo, you trying to expose me, man?
No,
I see.
But just say, I mean, we want to try to get you on, you know, every other week. So this way we can have the inside analysis of what goes on when we do these NBA talks, man. You know what I'm saying? So, I'll hit you up. I'll hit you up like, yo, this is what we got to do. Shout out to my nigga Demo, man. Word, man.
Yeah,
Shout out to my nigga
Demo on the bell.
That
Yes,
came
sir.
through. Shout out Phil. Phil in the
Yo,
background.
Phil, what
Shout
up,
out
man?
Yeah.
That nigga
Wait,
Phil.
that nigga got a
Yo,
Knicks hat now.
listen, honestly, shout out to y'all, man, for even coming up with this, to even talk to your fellas, anybody that come on. This is what's up. Y'all doing big things. Keep it up, man. Word.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate that.